Welcome to The Buzz, where we bring you leaders in dental education discussing hot topic courses and industry trends. I'm your host, Vanessa Emerson, founder of Dental Speakers Bureau, and today I'm thrilled to be here with Katherine Eitel Belt. Thanks for being here, Katherine.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Katherine is creator of the Lioness Principle, which helps professionals communicate with more authenticity and effectiveness. Her company, LionSpeak, helps people find their unique voice and speak with greater clarity and inspiration. I've asked Katherine to join us today to share with us about her courses. I know she has multiple courses that all deal with communication, I believe, Katherine, in one way or the other. I believe you talk with different types of audiences about different types of communication. And so I was hoping you could maybe compare and contrast a little and help us know what is it that you offer?
Okay, great. Well, it's really easy for us to explain because LionSpeak, my company, focuses on communications coaching in 3 different sections or lanes, we call them. One lane is patient-facing or client-customer-facing communications. So things like telephone skills, financial conversations, treatment presentation conversations, anything that would be between a team member and a patient. We coach on non-scripted, unscripted, authentic communications. And what we mean by that is we teach frameworks instead of word-for-word scripts. We want to empower people to be who they are and authentic and genuine. And we want them to have true connections with their clients and with people. So we teach them frameworks in everything that we do so that within the framework where they can feel secure and feel highly skilled, they also feel authentic. And I think it gives us a unique approach to communications, unlike a lot of other presenters on this topic. So that's one lane. We do a great presentation called Have Them at Hello, and we actually play a mystery shopper call in there, and the audience evaluates it. So it's very interactive, and then we give a 4-step process, this framework for how they can be better on the phone and with shopper calls and really hard calls, insurance questions and things like that. So the audiences, especially administrators, tend to love that course. Our second lane or section is team facing. So those presentations are about how do we communicate in a way that creates a really positive, mature, highly developed culture within our practice and our business. So we do some courses on leadership, personal leadership, and courageous conversations. So we help people stop avoiding conversations they need to have and feel better about it. And so we love doing that. There's a lot of demonstration in that lane, and in those presentations we take topics from the room and then we demonstrate how to use the skills right there in the room live. So those are very, very popular presentations. And then our third lane or section or audience is would be an audience facing communication. So it's a train the speaker, train the trainer. So if someone is developing a training department within their company, within their dental company, or if they just want to be better trainers with the people that work for them, we have a course on adult, it really focuses on adult learning, how the adult brain really makes sustainable change. And so that's a very popular course. We also do a train the speaker. We go with the idea from Warren Buffett, who said that someone asked him, if there was one professional skill you thought was most important to a business person, what would it be? And he said, the art of public speaking. And so we teach a course on how to either present in terms of a marketing function, or if you're a leader that has to stand up before your team and present their vision, or if you're interested in becoming a speaker in the dental market, that course is a really popular choice there. So the 3 lanes are patient-facing, phone skills, financials, team-facing, leadership, performance, culture, and then audience-facing, which would be a train the trainer. How do you develop trainings and workshops, and how do you become a great public speaker?
Oh, that does simplify it. Thank you for that explanation. Now, as I'm listening to you, I happen to know you for many years, and I know that I think it was 2005, you started offering your train the trainer, train the speaker
Right.
presentations that many of our colleagues have participated with your workshops. And so as I was thinking of my next question to ask you, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel that your presentations maybe differentiate in the market? And I already had my own answer that I would suspect is that having sat through your courses, I know they're highly interactive, but maybe you could help the meeting planner know what would they expect from a Katherine Eitel Belt workshop or session? What would be special about it?
I think what's special about it is I do have this very high level of understanding about how the adult brain makes change and works. And so what I know is they can't sit in lecture for very long. They need to be active. They need to ask questions. They need to be given exercises that matter and that apply to the content that's being delivered and really drive home the point. Mm-hmm. So we want light bulbs to be going off in the audience's mind the entire time. And if that's not happening, I'm not happy. So I'm very much down in the audience, offering them some very challenging questions or giving them some so that so that we have people who are engaged and they are becoming true believers and in what we're presenting. So very, very highly interactive. We have fun, we laugh, but we also roll up our sleeves and get serious about the business of learning. And for us, it's the most fun I ever have is being live with an audience that is super engaged and not on their phones and really asking questions. And so I work really hard to make sure that that's the atmosphere and that's the experience.
And that is exactly how we maximize the return on investment for bringing a speaker in. So that's super important. Well, Katherine, before we wrap up today, is there maybe a one-line, bottom line, or is there something that we haven't talked about that you feel would be really important for the event planner to know about working with you?
First of all, we're super easy to work with. We really want to know from the meeting planner their perspective of what would make these programs really land well with their audiences. So we ask a lot of clarifying questions about what the pain is in the room around these topics and really try to customize the programs to fit the needs of the audience. Also, we love to do this. We love to, I feel like the skills we're teaching are life skills as much as they're professional skills. People write to us afterwards a lot and say, this was life-changing for me on multiple levels. So that feels good. It feels like we're really contributing to the world when we help dental professionals to learn these skills. And we feel like I feel like we deliver inspirational inspirational presentations every time, no matter what the subject, because my goal is to uplift and motivate and inspire every person in my audience. And whether they're there to learn phone skills, I want them to be the best they can be. And I want them to be able to use those skills to move their career forward. And if they're a leader, obviously we want them to feel super empowered about the impact they can make. And if they're a speaker, we want them to shine from the stage. So I think all of our presentations are essentially inspirational keynotes with a roll up your sleeves workshop component. So we hope that you'll invite us and have us on the program because we love the work.
Awesome. Well, I can say from having sat through multiple of your presentations, I do believe that you are a master speaker, and I don't see how it can be a wrong choice to bring in Katherine Eitel Belt. So, Katherine, thank you so much for being here and sharing with us about your presentations.
You're welcome. Thank you, Vanessa.
You're welcome. And for the event planner who has listened in, thank you for listening to this episode of The Buzz. Feel free to visit Dental Speakers Bureau. We hope you will. Look up Katherine Eitel Belt. You'll find her contact information there, as well as more information about each of her courses. She has a video about each of her multiple topics where you can dive into it with more detail on each of those. And if you'd like to reach out at info@dentalspeakersbureau.com, we'd be happy to connect you. So thanks again for listening in, and until next time, be well.